Hello and welcome to Inside Boxing's Throwdown. I'm Aurelio Martinez, Steven Johnson, and in this episode we're going to talk to Noemi Bosques. I'll tell you what, I wanted to say that right because, you know, the Latino in me, you know, you can't just go out and talk like you don't know what you're talking about. So.
Even though you don't know what you're talking about, that's okay.
But anyway, Steve, Noemi,
yes.
known as Nono, you know,
yes.
she just had a great opportunity.
Yes.
And she went and fought Mariana Juarez,
yes.
of a protected WBC world champion, and she fought her in Mexico City.
Yes.
It had to be an experience. So go ahead, tell.
I'm sure
let's go ahead and get us right to the show.
Well, we've got Nono on the line. We're going to let her talk. Nono's been a favorite of mine since I think it was 2009 when I first met her. Not only is she good looking, but she's articulate, she's intelligent, and she's focused. And you put all that together with her being a true ambassador for women's boxing, I'm proud to have her as a friend of mine. Nono's 32 years old. She's the mother of a now teenage daughter.
Happy Valentine's Day to you too, man. Wow, I feel special after that. I love it. Thank you.
Well, no, you know you are. Like I've told you many times, you're like another one of my daughters. I've got so many daughters around here, but you being down there in Florida, you're unique because you're the only Florida daughter I've got. So, like I said, it's proud for me to see you accomplish what you've accomplished. But let's get right to it. I want to introduce Noemi NONO Bosques to the millions of fans that we have around the world.
That's right.
To Inside Boxing and Throwdown. Welcome, Nono. I want you to go ahead and just start off. I'm going to let this be about you. I want you to tell your story, how you started in the sport, some of your amateur accomplishments, and then I will chime in, Aurelio and I, with questions that we have as you progress.
All right. Well, hi everyone. This is Noemi, and I don't know. I guess I was always kind of like just that rough little tomboy little girl. We grew up in church. My father was a pastor. My mom was, traditional pastor's wife. And the only four walls that I would see were those of my church or the four walls of my house. So the time that I got to play outside for me was sacred. So I would go out there and I would play hard, and I didn't care if I was the only girl among the boys. I was trying to beat them, and I grew up as that rough little girl. And I guess it translated over to the teenage years because I played basketball, football, and when boxing came into this local bar, I went into a bar and I was fighting in that bar against the other girls around my size, and I never lost. I think I had about 6 bouts, and that's after that was when I decided, hey, you know what? Maybe I should start training. Maybe I should be a boxer for real. So I started training. Shortly after I had my daughter, I started training seriously, and that's when I met you, Steven. I started fighting at the national bouts in Colorado Springs with the USA tournaments. Around that time, the women's debut for the Olympics was going on, so it was just a real exciting time as a woman amateur. And it wasn't easy being a single mom and juggling work and doing all these kind of stuff, but I was able to succeed as an amateur, and I decided to turn pro, and here I am. I'm able to fight in other countries against superstars like Mariana Juarez, and I'm looking forward to going to Germany soon and South America, where women's boxing is a lot bigger than what it is here in the States. And just here I am. Like I said, Jesus, take the wheel, and I'm flowing, and I'm able to inspire people on the way, which is my favorite part.
Yes.
A lot of times that's what keeps me going, Steven. To tell the truth, a lot of times I want to quit. It's not easy, But when I look at the faces on those kids and even adults who are inspired by my story, it's just something I do every day. But to them, it's inspiring. So honestly, that's what keeps me here. Just a little bit longer, just another day.
Okay, now hold on one sec. Hold on. Aurelio, you had a question. I know that during when she was talking now, you have a question about some of her background here, leading? Or no, you didn't?
No. Okay. That was my mind going. But
there's your mind.
I'm enjoying her background because, I've been working with boxers for 30 years. Okay, and boxers are normally that type of person that comes from inner city, highly minority populated areas. Okay, so it's kind of nice to see that her Nono is more intact with giving back to the community and the young ladies come up the ladder. So
well, Nono's being a little bit too humble right now. Let me tell you, I know for a fact that the folks in that Tampa, St. Petersburg area, she's highly respected for what she gives back to the community.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of boxers that take a little bit of time to give back to the community, but Nono gives more than that. She does.
Now,
predominantly, that's her thing. Like she said just a second ago, she said herself.
Noemi, I wanna touch on this fight that you had with Mariana Juarez, especially because when we talked about the fight before the fight actually happened, and we talked about that on the website, everything else, we started getting comments, and these were from other ladies that were on the negative side. Okay, and I couldn't understand it. I know how this comes along in the men's side, but on the female side, I didn't think there was that kind of animosity. But obviously there was a little bit. And my whole point is, there was an opportunity there for you to take a fight against like I said before, a protected WBC champion in her hometown. Now you take that opportunity. Why would anyone doubt that? I mean, if their phones rang, they certainly would have jumped to the thing, Stephen. They would have jumped at the opportunity.
No question.
So you got so much going for you. Here's the opportunity. You go fight Mariana Juarez. You win this fight, and what does that do for you? It just puts you on top of the world. I mean, it's an opportunity that you have to grasp, you have to take.
And no, I'm going to let you lead into this, but tell us, I know your affiliation with Blanca Gutierrez and the beautiful Brawlers. Tell us about how this fight actually came about.
Well, it's kind of just happened the way everything else has in my career. I've never had a promoter. I've never had a manager. It's been, God's grace, just being with me that has kind of opened doors, and, persistent hard work follow, of course. And I've been fortunate to make friends all over, with the boxing community here in the States. And Blanca has been one of those special people that has always kind of kept me in mind. She has some connections, I guess, in Mexico. Her girls, Melissa Medmoro, Marta Salazar, they have a lot of action going on over there in Mexico. So Blanca brought my name up when I guess they were having trouble, they being the promoters in Mexico, were having trouble finding Mariana maybe a willing opponent. Or I'm not sure, but Blanca suggested my name and they made the offer. So that's kind of how it's happened with the Mariana fight and with all the other fights. Promoters just contact me directly.
Now for the audience out there listening, Blanca, she's an agent, a matchmaker, or exactly what's her part in boxing? Just so the audience out there knows.
I call this woman the godmother of boxing. I really do. She knows how much love and respect I have for her. She has this movement over there in the Bay Area, Northern Cali, and it's called the Beautiful Brawlers. And it's a team of amateur girls from a few different gyms, pro girls from a few different gyms, including Melissa McMorrow, who's one of the top world champions in my own weight division. She also has excellent amateurs, and what they are, it's kind of like how can I explain it? Like sisterhood, I guess, of a bunch of lady boxers. And she does promoting amateurs, pro boxing. She does managing. She does all kinds of stuff for these girls. So she's definitely an icon for me and a lot of other girls in women's boxing, as someone who's completely solid. So much respect. Everybody should definitely find out about the Beautiful Brawlers movement and Blanca Vitezes and all that. It's a beautiful movement going on over there in California.
Yes, good. Now, Nono, in closing, take a minute and let's talk about What's next for Team Nono? What do you expect, and what's on the line? You briefly said you're doing some traveling in Europe, but tell our fans what's next for Team Nono.
Well, I am very fortunate to have the opportunity to fight for Royal Rampage Promotions over there in New Zealand over in April. The contract's already signed. Already have an opponent, and we're set to fight in Auckland, New Zealand, April 16th.
Nice.
So that's the next thing. And of course there's lots of other smaller projects. I enjoy working with the kids in the community, so there's something I'm getting ready to be a part of now called the Power Stories, and it's kind of like an inspirational group for young girls, and it's just at the very beginning, but I'm really excited to, of course, continue working with the young kids and just moving forward.
All right.
Now, no, just so we don't leave the audience hanging, I touched on it a little before. Tell us about your experience in Mexico City and the fight itself. Just give us a kind of a recap of how you were treated, how everything happened, how the fight went, how you saw the fight, if you're happy with the fight. Just kind of give the folks out there a little recap on that major fight for you.
Most definitely.
Oh man, Mexico was a really good experience. It was awesome. I thought that being the huge underdog and going, into their country, not even just city or state, into their country as a foreigner, and going against their queen, because that's what Mariana is to them. She is like their idol. They love her. So I thought going over there that they were, it was going to be really tough. I thought they were going to, basically just kind of like kick me to the curb. But those people were so beautiful to me and to my team. I can't say enough good things about the Mexican people that we were encountered with and we were talking to and doing business with and eating with. I mean, they were just beautiful people. They treated us really good, even though I was the opponent. The fight in itself, it was nothing less than what we thought. Mariana is a champion with over 50 fights. She's been fighting since, 15 years now as a professional, not including her amateurs, but she was a very seasoned fighter. I went over there with a chance, we knew that it was probably going to be a loss because of the experience alone. But like Steven said earlier, it was just such a wonderful opportunity to go into Mexico City, into a fight in a venue that has so much history behind it. And, the experience was just so awesome. How can you refuse? So we took it. Either way, I won. If I won, I really, really won. And even if I lost, I won. Look at the experience I had. So,
there you go.
Well, granted.
Hats off to Mariana. She was definitely a better, more experienced fighter. I did what I could. She won. She made me look silly. and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. I'm learning still.
Hey, you went the distance with the champion, and you fought well. It wasn't like Mariana didn't come out of that fight without a scratch. She had her little bumps and bruises as well. So very, very good. Congratulations.
Yeah. No, we're gonna let you go. I know it's Sunday and you've got a lot of stuff besides talking to a couple of guys in Denver, Colorado. But we appreciate your time. I hope the fans appreciate. I know the fans will appreciate hearing good things about you from your own mouth, and we will continue to follow your career. Best of luck. And Aurelio, any parting words?
Noemi, my parting words is: espero los pasteles un día cuando voy para allá, Puerto Rico, donde estás. I expect them.
Yes. We're going to set something up, man.
Okay.
All right. No, thanks a lot. Love you, and we'll be in touch.
Borica.
All right, guys.
Okay.
Much love. Have a wonderful Valentine's Day.
Thank you very much.
You too. Happy Valentine's Day.
You're welcome.
All right.
Bye.
Oh, yeah.
There you go. I tell you what, it was nice to have Noemi on the show. Just to show everyone out there, especially the young ladies that are coming up, to know that, hey, it's not only a dream. This dream can become reality, and stepping up into things and actually fighting for a world title. You can actually have a chance to win. I think the whole women's boxing thing is now coming to live. It's coming to where people are understanding now. This is a good thing to watch now.
I agree.
It's not just a sideshow. These girls have talent. And I'll tell you what, they'll beat most of the guys out there.
And thank you, Aurelio,
Yeah.
for mentioning in Nono's presence the idea that she took advantage of an opportunity that anyone that wouldn't have
Absolutely.
taken that would be a fool.
Yeah.
Okay. And like she said, to show you what a lady she is, she said Mariana made her look silly, you know, but she's acknowledging that the experience factor was overwhelming. But
the truth of the matter is she went the distance, and it was a good fight. And like I mentioned, if you see the pictures after the fight, you'll see that Mariana was not untouched. She had the bruises and the puffy face. So actually, it wasn't like it was one-sided. Okay?
okay.
So,
All right.
hope you enjoyed that. Stay tuned to next week's segment, where we're going to actually have more special guests on the online. And until then, Joseph. Until then, Steve, keep them hands up, baby.
My baby.